positively identify the victims, and in a respectful, dignified manner, notify the next of kin. We won't be giving up. No.
Can you tell us if the victims were men, women, or children?
No, we're not going to release.
Do you think this guy acted alone?
At this point, it looks like he acted alone.
Were they part of a family?
A second active shooter within the last 30-45 minutes. Can you speak to that?
Yes, there's no at this point. There's no second active shooter. There are no victims suffering for any gunshot wounds. We heard that information as well. It's not confirmed, and right now we're dealing with this incident right here.
Can you tell us what was going on in the parking garages that had the agents' guns drawn, looking for someone?
I'm sure they were looking for, clearing parking lots. We have a variety of SWAT teams out and assets out clearing the entire airport to make sure it's safe. So just doing their job, working very hard and diligently.
Was the shooter initially? I mean, it's Friday afternoon. I mean, about how busy was the airport? Is this the busiest it is during the week, given that it's Friday afternoon, sort of the height of tourist season?
The airport's always very busy. We're one of the fastest growing airports in the country. So again, the terminals are very full right now. Our passengers are sheltered in place. We'll be working with law enforcement to actually get them released systematically, as the sheriff has indicated, terminal by terminal, to make sure that folks are able to exit safely as they proceed with their clearing duties.
Do you have any idea how many people are secured either across the runways, in the terminal, on the plane? Any estimates to that number?
Right now, we actually have everybody in either at the terminals, or we've had some airplanes that have landed, that we still have airplanes with people on board that have landed that have not been brought into the terminal building. It's possible that those airplanes may actually depart and not actually come into the terminal building. But on any given day, we typically handle between 80 and 100,000 passengers coming through the facility.
So people who are on planes now may not be able to get off? Is that, I just didn't hear well.
That's a possibility, that we're working with the airlines that some decisions may be made. It hasn't been confirmed yet that they may actually depart for other cities. We're going to go through the terminals, again, very slowly and methodically to make sure everything is clear before we make any decisions about releasing additional passengers into the building on top of those that are already still in the facility.
How many were in that terminal when the shooting?
I don't have that information.
Do you know how many were in the baggage area?
I don't have that information. Typically in a baggage claim, there could be hundreds of people at any one time, but I don't know what the number was at that particular moment in time now.
And how many planes have landed and not allowed to disembark?
I don't have the number of those that are on the ground right now.
Where can passengers get that information? Are you going to put that on your website?
We're going to put information out on our website and also on Twitter at FLL Flyer.
What happens to people on the runway? Sheriff Israel, can you give us a timeline? When, to your knowledge, did the shooting begin? How long was the shooter at large? Where was he inside the terminal? I mean, how extensive was the chase?
And where's he being interrogated?
As I said before, it happened just before 1 o'clock. We're not going to give out any specific information about the logistics. And as I said before, shortly thereafter, almost immediately after the shootings.
Who apprehended the shooter?
He was apprehended by a Broward Sheriff's deputy, and he was taken into custody without incident.
Sheriff, did the gunman check the weapon into his luggage on an Air Canada flight, then fly here, land, take the weapon out, and go to the bathroom and load it?
As I said before, that's all part of an ongoing investigation.
So we also heard that he detected his gun down after the shooting and laid on the floor. Can you talk about it?
I haven't gotten that far. All I know is the gunman is in custody. He's being interviewed by a team of FBI agents and Broward Sheriff's deputies. And at the time, once we establish motive and an investigation continues and we find out what that motive is, then myself and Mr. Pirro, the director SAC of the FBI, will make a decision as to who takes the lead on the continuing investigation.
Sheriff, did any of your deputies fire their weapons at this parking garage? Is that possibly what we heard? What did we hear?
I don't know what you heard, but there's no confirmation of any type of gunshot anywhere but at the time of this horrific incident.
Sheriff, can you say if the gunman was a airline passenger, or did he come in at the arrivals area?
I believe I know that information, but it's not something we're going to release at this time.
Can you say where he's being interrogated?
Where he is right now? I'm not sure where he's right now.
Sheriff Israel, if there was no other viable threat, a second threat, why would the airport be closed after the first person was arrested and being interrogated? Why shut down the airport?
As I said, we can't say there's no viable threat. We have to clear the airport. It's just a common sense approach. My concern right now, not only with the families of those who are lost, but my concern is with the citizens of Broward County. And until myself and the director of the SAC of the FBI, until we believe that this airport is a safe place and people can move about, it won't be opened.
In Terminal 1, what?
Last question.
Excuse me, Amy?
How many deputies at the airport at the time of the shooting?
I'm not sure. Thank you very much. Please follow us at Broward Sheriff on Twitter.
Can you just tell what caused the evacuation of Terminal 1? That, again, it's what
I'm not sure.
Okay.